We are at the gorgeous Halifax Harbor. It's especially beautiful today, but I find it interesting 365 days a year because this water is so important to our livelihood, to our culture, to so many industries, and nobody knows that better than our guest today, my friend Jill Matthews from the Port of 30. Hello, Jill.
Hi, Crystal. Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, it's such a thrill to get to chat with you, and I'm really excited about this weekend when people will really get to know about this harbor.
That's right. So this weekend is One Port City Day, presented by CN and PSA Halifax. This is our 4th year, and it's an annual celebration of the marine culture and exploration and innovation within the industry.
And there are many facets to that, and so many will be on display this weekend. So go through a few of the things that people can expect this weekend.
Right. Well, when we think of the supply chain industry, we probably most quickly think of land. We think of the terminal, and there's a great opportunity this weekend for people to get a close look inside PSA Halifax Atlantic Hub Terminal. So there's going to be bus tours that depart from the Halifax Seaport Farmers Market starting at 10 a.m. every half hour until 2 o'clock.
Oh, this is an opportunity because it is closed to the public. It's a very protected area, so it's a rare glimpse. Now, that'd be interesting for me, and I think all ages, but you really do have things for kids in mind this weekend.
That's right. So if moving from the terminal, we think about trains and the transportation of that cargo, and CN is bringing Little Obi, their train, which will offer train rides throughout the Halifax Seaport. That's just one of the kids' activities. We have a kid zone that has a bunch of bouncy castles. There'll also be carnival treats, music by Razzmatazz, and all of this is free.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Okay, we got planes, we got ships, and we also have the Shawinigan. People can tour that vessel.
That's right. So moving to the harbor side, HNCS Shawinigan is going to be on site offering vessel tours, so you'll be able to get onto the ship and take a look around and learn more about that. We'll also have a number of other vessels on display, so the Atlantic Pilotage Authority will have a pilot boat. There's also going to be an Atlantic towing tugboat that you can see, and we're also going to be providing water displays by the tug at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m.
What a fun day. And then inside, you get a chance to explore some different industries as well. And I think that takes us to our next little bit of this interview. We get to actually listen to the harbor. We can hear the harbor.
That's right. So with our next guest, we'll learn a little bit more about sort of what happens beneath the surface. And they're one of the members of the Pier, which is a living hub, living lab, I should say, for innovation within the marine transportation and supply chain industry.
All right, well, you piqued my curiosity. Let's go listen to the harbor.
So Crystal, we're here now just outside of the Pier, and I'd like to introduce you to Mark Wood of Ocean Sonics, who's one of our members here at the Pier.
Fantastic. So you'll be doing a demonstration at the big event on Saturday. What does Ocean Sonics do in general?
We make instruments that gather underwater sound. We just learned over the years that sound is really important for understanding life and the human interaction with those sounds in the ocean.
That is so interesting. What do you do with the information when you gather the sounds from the ocean?
Well, just about every living thing in the ocean depends on sound in one way or another in order to survive. So not only for foraging, but for communication, for navigation as well. And so humans have introduced a lot of sound over the last half century, and it's gotten about 10 times louder over the last 30 years. So we want to know what impact all those human-produced sounds have on the wildlife in our oceans.
That's really fascinating. Okay, so you're going to actually do a demonstration in real time for us. This piece of equipment is a sound gathering device?
This is basically a Wi-Fi box and a battery. So I'm going to show you the sound gathering device in a minute. It's called the ICListen Smart Hydrophone. Okay. And so it is a network-based device, but it converts the network into a Wi-Fi access point. So this is the ICListen. It's got a rope on it so that we don't accidentally drop it in the water. This is the part that's sensitive. It picks up the sound. And then in here is a battery and all the electronics and the smarts that make it do the stuff it's supposed to do. And what's interesting is we can actually take the cable off, put a cap on it, and we can put it in the water and it'll record all by itself for about 8 hours. But right now we want to see the data live.
Okay, that is fascinating. All right, so Jill, this is the kind of thing that people can see this demonstration happen this weekend?
Yeah, that's right. So we're opening the doors to the pier, and members of the public can come in. This is one of the interactive exhibits that you can check out. But we have a number of community partners and other members of the pier who will also be showcasing their work and other exhibits.
Okay, fantastic. So you're going to put that back down and gather sounds in the harbor. So what sorts of sounds do you hear when you listen to the harbor? Like, is it changing all the time?
It is changing all the time, and typically what you're going to hear is the vessels. You're going to hear some machine sounds because there's various factories and things around here. And if we're lucky, we might hear a little bit of wildlife as well, although being this close to the port is hit and miss.
What's the most interesting thing you've ever heard?
Well, fish make interesting sounds. And so we have this one sound in our library that sounds like the fish are saying, "Give me all your donuts." But we know it's not. It's not true.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Well, it's been a real pleasure to meet you. Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks.
And Jill, where can people find out more information about One Port Day?
Yeah, of course. You can visit porthalifax.ca, and there's tons of information there, as well as on our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
All right, we put that information on our website to make it easy for you to find. I'm listening to something now. It's saying we're going to break on CTV Morning Live, and we'll be right back after this.